Okay, let's see if that one works. Earlier it didn't work. Phones, what do you know, you get them stuck in here and they don't work or get overheated or whatever. Anyway, so my main idea, what I wanted to say was, I just want you to remember this because I think it's important. Today was a day of receiving. We received 2 packages. One was from the UK and just came out of the blue. I was so excited because I checked and it was duct taped very well and it was a silver bag, and I was like, what? In Japan usually things arrive in boxes, right? And so I saw the mail, the stamp, and it was like, oh, UK and Royal Mail, whatever. I'm like, oh. So it's from a friend that I've never met personally, but she's a very, very good friend of my sister. And she just sent a care package, and it's not the first time. And believe it or not, it was exactly what you were thinking the boys needed. Recently I was thinking maybe I have to start, I'll save up for them to get them backpacks. But now they have them and they're so cool. The prints on them are so cool. They're Star Wars. Even though the boys are not Star Wars fans anymore, like we went through the wave of Star Wars and whatever, but those are so cool. You cannot really buy them here. You cannot see anything similar to that. And there were 5 backpacks and sweets inside, and activities and games, and it was just really cool. It was just really cool. She always sends cool stuff, cool watches. There were pencil cases and everything inside, the pencils and the erasers, everything, the rulers, everything is with Star Wars. And how cool is that? It's like if I get that with me to my schools, the kids will go nuts about it. They'll be like, why did you get that from? And I'll be like, well, it's from Igirisu, which is the UK. I know it sounds like Greece, but it took me a while to process that. It just means the UK, the United Kingdom. So yeah, that's that. And so the 3 big boys got t-shirts and backpacks, and the 2 little tweenies, they got their cute little backpacks with Toy Story 3 for the boy. And my princess got from my friend the mini backpack. It's so cute and pink. I love it. And then I opened it inside, there's a t-shirt for each of them. How cool is that? Of course, they're a big for them right now because I think it's meant for 4 to 5 year old, but I think my baby boy is kind of getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so anyways, cool story. I love it. And I'm so grateful. How did she know? I never told her. So I'm thinking to get some backpacks for the boys because they need it. They go to friend's house and then they do have backpacks. We got them before from a sports shop for hiking. So they were hiking backpacks, but they're getting small in them. They're not small kids anymore. Those are really small backpacks for them now. And they can pass them down to the babies, but like those are small for them. Like my 6th grader is almost my height, so he does need a backpack that is nice and big. And those are just perfect. How did she know that? I don't know how she knew that. Those are amazing. And then my sister's family, I guess they had like a summer festival in their house. It was really cool because Corona is going nuts right now. Everywhere in Japan, Corona is going nuts again. It's just nuts. Thousands and thousands of infected people every day. And because it's summer and open and people don't want to stay home, but their family decided to have a Natsu Matsuri, like a festival inside of the house. And then their dad prepared everything. He prepared made from box, like a nice stand for like selling ice cream or I don't know, whatever. And then they had games and activities, and then sent us a box of those activities, which is like little plastic thingies, like balls and that in different shapes and colors, and then they float in water. So if you put them in a container of water and you scoop them with like those paper catchers thingy, it's not like a net. They have 2 with nets inside, but the others are paper, so you have to get as many items as you can with that paper before it breaks. So it's really cool. I'm not really good at it, but it will be a really nice, good activity for kids to do, I think. So I think it will be really nice if you have something similar at home and just prepare things and just end up with fireworks. That will be really nice. So it gives me a good idea. But I was thinking, last summer my sister's family came here. They drove 12 hours or whatever. Yeah, it takes that long from Tokyo area to here. But they did, and then she came with lots of balloons, water balloons, and then it just so happened that the father in our house, I guess, had similar activity with his after school program kids, who are dropped at 8 o'clock in the morning until 6 in the evening. They're there doing their homeworks and playing and whatever. So he thinks about activities in that place, in his business, in his school. And the boys and I and the kids and I are like, whatever, we'll survive at the summer, we'll just do whatever. But my sister came with those balloons, and we had so much. Like twice we had like fun, because she brought a lot. And then we used his containers that he used for their summer activities with his school. So we were allowed to use their containers, and so we did, and it was really fun. And this summer, they cannot come because they can't come this summer, but they were thinking, oh, maybe it will be fun to send one of those kids, summer activity, water activity, whatever, to us too. So I was like, my brother-in-law sent me something for the kids so we can have fun in the summer. It was not my husband, it was my brother-in-law. It was just, that's in our house. Is like, oh, it's all about his school, it's all about his kids, it's all about activities. When he goes to Costco, what kind of activities he can get for those kids. And our kids are kind of like, we are on our own. They just tablets and computers. And sometimes I'm thinking my kids are probably burying themselves into that reality, with some YouTubers talking to them, so they can get out from the reality that is around them, which is nobody, nothing. Like, I'm right now out shopping, he is in his school, and they're alone together, the three of them in the house, around the house. And the twins are in their care, and that's how it is in this house, that's how it is in this family. Sadly, I understand work is work, but there is no involvement in the family or anything. Yesterday we went with the boys after church in the afternoon. By 4 for something, we left to the beach park, as always, the one that they grew up in, and he had a headache. He was not feeling well, and he was like, would that be okay if I stay home? I'm like, that's completely, entirely fine with me and with us. We are so used to it. It's just, and even if he's there present, he's there on his phone on a mat, sitting in the grass, and because the water is too dirty for him. And the babies had so much fun yesterday. They were having so much fun. They played so hard, and they were playful too. They were splashing water on each other and throwing wet sand on each other. It was just so much fun. It was worth it. And I don't know, to me those kids are not going to be with me always. They're gonna grow, and they're gonna grow fast. So I want to spend as much time as I can with them, and I'm grateful in the summers I get to do that. Not just work. Like, my company allows me to be able to spend 1 month of summer vacation with my kids, and I'm grateful for that. It's just, it's of course their choice to spend time with their computers and stuff, but I don't really have any ideas of how to entertain them otherwise. Even doing English homework with them in the mornings is pain in the butt. They cry. Like today, my third kid, he cried with tears. He was so frustrated. And I know this is the age, and then nobody wants to be told what to do, and especially if it's homework, nobody likes it. But I know one day they'll be grateful for that. It will pay off. It just it's hard to deal with the frustration and just watch it and be there and encourage them anyways. And raising kids is really hard, just like it's hard for a real job where they pay you to stay and watch other people's kids and entertain them and communicate with them and get to know them. Yeah, that's a paid job. At home is the same thing. It's the same exact quality, if not more, because it's your own kids, and intention and attention to spend time with them, and nobody pays you for that. and I don't do it for pay anyways. I love my kids and I enjoy every second with them. But I just wanted you to remember your sister and your brother-in-law sent you stuff for the summer so that you can entertain your kids somehow, something new, something different. Yeah, that's all.